Why rich people, sorta, don't wear luxury. Vuitton, Dyer, and Gucci are some brands owned by major luxury conglomerates Elegance and Kering. At the forefront of the global luxury market, these big conglomerates are responsible for the industry's staggering $397 billion market value. From clothes to handbags, jewelry, and watches, conglomerates, along with some independent residences, are the main drivers of the elite luxury goods industry. To offer you more insight, LVMH CEO Bernard Arnault's estimated wealth reached $200 billion. His initial appearance on Forbes' billionaires list was in 1997. A quick conglomerate tour shows he claimed the title of the richest person alive in April, topping tech giant Elon Musk. But who makes up the clients of these massive conglomerates? Who carries that massive load of the elite $397 billion valuation? Surprisingly, it's not the upper class, but mostly the upper middle class that sustains the industry. Jean-Eric Guyane, LVMH CFO, told the Financial Times in July, "We don't sell many Louis Vuitton items to the affluent folks. Those who have money and want to indulge are the ones buying." So, why aren't the mega-rich upper class immersing themselves in this industry as enthusiastically as their middle-class counterparts? Why deny themselves those delicious sweet Louis Vuitton or San Francisco's finest? Why are the 1% not buying luxury? Before answering these questions, let's define what a luxury product is. Defining the definition of luxury is complex. There are many definitions, but the main criteria include three things: a premium, high pricing barrier to entry, stunning craftsmanship and excellent detail, and a unique ability to function as an emblem of riches. Specifically, all successful luxury brands can offer services in some way. However, a complex hierarchical and racial web plays a role. Let's start by categorizing them into main financial groups. Major leagues. The largest luxury houses, the ones most people think of when referring to luxury, belong to the major league. Examples include Louis Vuitton, Dyer, Gucci, and Chanel. These brands have or are on track to achieve $10 billion in annual revenue. This year, LVMH Louis Vuitton became the first luxury fashion brand to reach $20 billion in annual sales. These brands, as leaders in the industry, usually set trends both on the runway and streets. Their mission goes beyond luxurious creation, emphasizing creativity's limits. Lower leagues. Most luxury brands find themselves placed in this category. Even within this league, there is a spectrum. Some brands are widely recognized and financially successful, while others are more esoteric and limited to fans of fashion who have enough money for fancy goods. Hello! The famous and profitable brands in this group create $5 billion in annual revenue. Laurent Armani and Celine, for example, are sub-brands in this subdivision. The league resembles the major league in some ways, with many brands keen on pushing boundaries, artistic vision, and fashion, while others prioritize traditional identity and dress codes. Other smaller league brands are not well known to the general public yet maintain prominence in fashion. Brands like Loro Piana, Brunello Cucinelli, Bottega Veneta, and Loewe fall under the quiet luxury category, which is important. Bottega Veneta and Loewe are described as artistic rather than traditional homes, connected with the quiet luxury movement by offering products that match certain styles. An example of transformation is Celine under Hedi Sliman's leadership. This French house grew from a small $500 million brand to a global powerhouse, earning almost $2 billion in annual revenue. Alright, now that we've provided a framework of categories, we can start answering our initial query. Why aren't the 1% buying luxury? Quiet luxury. They wear nicely but don't flaunt their wealth. This category is like a web. Most wealthy Americans and Europeans avoid major league brands in luxury shopping, spending money on select lower league brands with few exceptions. Within a world of silent luxury, affluent folks embrace an entirely subtle style. Subtle logo use or none at all, pale or achromatic colors, and no flashy designs are common themes. They make ordinary clothes special, representing a certain aesthetic without overt displays of wealth. This modern existence and success of the world's simple value explain why minor league brands, despite lower annual revenue than major league counterparts, hold significant symbolic value. Exclusive craftsmanship and heritage become brand-related identity markers. By dressing subtly, the 1% indicate they are not new money folks who recently acquired their wealth. New money tends to show wealth with flashy manifestations, while the 1% prefer a subtler approach. While new money has a more immediate display of wealth, generational wealth maintains a more understated style. The LVMH family members leading practically every global premium brand simplify their style, emphasizing the dynamics between old and new money. Second, these divisions do not fully apply to the current increasingly uber-rich households and newcomers adopting traits traditionally linked to old money. But back to the 1%, They avoid Louis Vuitton monograms on their handbags and don't want Gucci patterns everywhere. They avoid becoming adorned in luxury because the brands themselves represent riches. Brands that captivate the 1% attention are usually in the minor league, such as Brunello Cucinelli, Loro Piana, and Ralph Lauren. These brands fit neatly into the quiet luxury category. Uber-rich carries the heavyweights of the industry, mostly ignoring famous designers and brands. The upper middle class does the hefty lifting in luxury purchases. Pandemic effects. During the pandemic, while most businesses faced perilous situations, financial underperformance, and potential closures, LVMH's fashion industry blossomed. The fashion and leather goods units saw an 18% revenue growth during the fourth quarter. Gucci Kering's crown jewel delivered a revenue of over $1 billion, up 31.2% from pre-pandemic levels in 2021. Sales by Richemont conglomerate surpassed $6 billion in the third quarter of 2021, up 38% from the 2019 Christmas quarter. The industry enjoyed an enormous surge during the pandemic. The upper middle class, with more bank savings, indulged in luxury as the world seemed uncertain. However, in the post-pandemic world, the industry is straining. LVMH reported worse than expected organic revenue growth of 9% and was overthrown by Novo Nordisk as Europe's most valuable firm. Major brands like Gucci saw organic sales fall by 7% in Q3 2023, worse than the 6.2% predicted by experts. Brands like Laurent and Balenciaga also struggled. Middle-class impact. Middle-class spending remains crucial for luxury brands. The middle class, roughly 350 million people, buys those $3,000 handbags and the newest Fashion Week collections. They have the flexibility to occasionally indulge without sacrificing overall financial health. They are the genuine modern lifeline of the fashion industry. Post-pandemic, the industry generates billions but has greatly slowed this year. Major purchases are being delayed, and more savings are being directed towards rising living costs. This shift in behavior is global, impacting huge luxury markets in China, America, and Europe. Minor elite brand success. Interestingly, minor elite brands catering to the 1% had not struggled post-pandemic. Some even reported record profits. These brands appeal to billionaires who ignore inflation fears. Hermes, a major league player, has seen absurd financial success, making $12 billion in annual revenue last year. Conclusion. Ancient money, stealth, and silent luxury have been rising, prompting people from various demographics to copy the style. Whether a small minority of the upper middle class occasionally indulges in luxury by switching to niche brands or the wider populace chooses fast fashion mimics, the trend is clear. Brunello Cucinelli and other minor elite brands are setting records, indicating a resistance to the silent luxury style losing its appeal. Could the uber-rich forsake minimalism for drama in response to the earlier silence of style? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. See you in the next video.